And I was like, what is this? Who are these two white people reacting to my video with other white people? But if a magician goes wrong, dude, audience claps and hoots. If people put in the time and energy, they can learn it as well. I know the moment I'm going to release one YouTube video, or one magic video on YouTube, I know there are going to be 50 videos coming out there revealing how I performed.
How you did it, yeah.
Disappointed in myself.
He's so, look at him. He's just like,
I'm so disappointed in myself.
I did an entire reaction video and a chat. You know, I want to see you guys. If anyone's making this edit, tell him, can you please show this video of he going, this is impossible. I don't believe this.
Don't believe this.
People
no
are
way. I want her
with
to do this with me.
Exactly.
Hi, welcome back to our Stupid Reaction. It's Korbin.
I'm Rick.
I'm Sohani.
Suhani. Shah?
Shah.
Any relation?
With?
Yeah, to other Shaws.
The other ones.
To the Shaw family.
Welcome back. We are we are very excited to be able to sit down with you. I think you saw at least a piece of it. The reaction we did to you were in Australia?
Yeah, it was a live
Down under?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
A lot of echo.
I saw the reaction. A lot of people sent the video to me and I was like, what is this? Who are these two white people reacting to my video with other white people?
Yep.
It's Inception. Right. It's an Inception thing.
And then I realized how skeptic you were.
Ooh.
Especially
this
him.
This is impossible.
Yeah.
This cannot happen.
No, I want to apologize in advance for what you're going to have to do by entering that mind.
Ooh.
But that's fine because you know what? I'm with you. I'm a skeptic. Mm-hmm. If I see things like that, I'd be like, that's not possible.
Well, you claim to be a magician, right? That's what you call yourself, right?
Yeah, because you have a lot of titles. You've been called many different things. You've been called mentalist, illusionist, magician,
inappropriate names as well.
Psychologist, right? But the term for yourself you prefer, and that's the one is magician.
I mean, a magician is the parent category to everything else that I do.
Right.
I mean, above magician would be a performing artist.
Yes.
Right.
So if I have to introduce myself, I usually say I'm a performing artist. And then they say, what kind of performing artist? I would go out and say a magician. And then they would ask me what kind of magician. And then I would say mentalism, a mentalist.
Right.
So they're all correct answers.
I had a friend who was a magician, and his primary forte was illusion, up close illusion. And he had said to me, and I don't know if this would be the same for all magicians or just his specific discipline. He said anything that he could think of, he could do as long as he had enough time and money to write it and accomplish it. Is that pretty much?
That is correct.
Yeah?
Anything is, I too say something similar like that, which is anything is possible in magic because it's not real.
I agree.
If it was real, then there is an issue. But if it's not real, we are creating an illusion of something impossible. And so if we have proper writing, enough time, resources, anything can be created.
Do you think, and I don't know if this is a hot take, do you think like you might have seen them here. They have like psychics and like houses and stuff.
Yes.
Are they just like amateur magicians that do this and
Dude, okay, I
pretend
can't
for a living?
comment because I haven't been to one of those, but I saw this in New York and I was walking on the street and I saw this like one big door and it's like psychic
reading.
Psychic reading.
Yeah.
And something. I was like, dude, this is like you know how you have offices for lawyers and doctors?
Yes.
There were like these offices for
everywhere.
psychic readers.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is legit, legal, professional, like a proper...
Oh, yeah. There's offices all over the place here, and there's also hotlines. You'll hear ads on the radio about call the 1-800 number, and you can get a professional psychic on the phone.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Another business. Have you seen the show Psych at all?
No.
Okay. He does something similar. He solves crime. It's just because he's super observant.
I know.
It's a great show.
Everybody told me, like, a lot of people have asked me, so honey, which show do you like more, the Psych or the Mentalist?
I've never seen Mentalist, but yeah.
And that's the reason I realized maybe they are similar genres, but I've seen the Mentalist. So, yeah.
They actually make jokes about it in Psych. Psych's just more silly. It's like a comedy kind of thing.
Being exposed to all different kinds of magic, because you said that's the title, and then there's the subs. Are there subcategories that are more difficult?
In magic?
Yeah, in magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends
Outside of
on
money.
like what your skill is. Like a lot of people don't want to do a lot of talking, and they're great with sleight of hand, and they find that much easier. Like for a lot of my friends, they're like, just do this. Like, I want to achieve an effect, and they'll be like, just do the sleight of hand, it's done. I'm like, that was too difficult what you did right now.
Right.
I would prefer more of a conversational deception where I could talk to people, make them look somewhere else, and do what I have to do in an easy way, rather than some skilled use of your fingers and hands.
Right.
It depends on what your genre you're choosing and what you like. So I don't think anything can be defined as easy or difficult. I mean, it's all about what you like. But I feel magic will survive, and it still survives because of the genre of manipulation and close-up. Because any other magic, for example, a mentalism act or an illusion act, the moment the audience knows the trick behind how it's done, they lose the charm of it. They might like to watch the storytelling still for people who are fans of the art form, but in general, the audience might just lose the charm of it, knowing, oh, this is done like this. And, they then start looking down upon it. But manipulation, parlor magic, close-up is the other genres of magic where even if you know how it's done,
it's cool.
You still feel...
Yeah, it's still cool.
Sometimes you get even more impressed.
Yeah.
Because you feel like, how did this person get 4 aces? And now you get to know how it's... I'm like, oh, dude, that was even more difficult. So even though you know the trick, it will be still very magical. So I'm quite a fan of manipulations and close-up and parlor magic. Although that's not my genre. I'm more of a mentalist and storyteller. But that's what I like to watch a lot.
And how do you get to pick what genre you want it to go in? Is it like a doctor? Brain surgery?
It is like that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's actually like that. Like people ask me that, how do I become a mentalist? And I'm like, do you really want to be a mentalist? Because that's maybe what you're seeing today.
Yeah.
And you're exposed to that because magic is still not an extremely popular art form, at least back in the country where I am.
Okay.
So I always tell people to start with basics and find their persona, because magic is a lot about the magician. Like, what is your persona? Are you like the psychic or the gothic or just natural? Or what is your style? That's very important in
You have
magic.
a lot of showmanship in your
Yes.
performance.
So who you are, even as a magician, who you are is very important. So I always tell people, pick up like basic magic tricks. I'm somebody who always believes the trick is secondary in magic. The magician and the story is very important. So pick up any magic trick and find like different ways to perform it and figure out what's your style. What do you like most? And then you get more into it and then figure out, do you like close-up or a little bit of parlor, or do you like cards and coins, or do you like cardistry, or you want to do street magic or blindfolds or escapism or pickpocket or like mentalism or illusions. Like, it's a later stage decision. I feel people shouldn't start by, I want to be an illusionist.
Start with the basics of all magic.
Yeah, let's start with A, B, C, D first, and then figure out where you want to go.
Now, example, you called yourself first and foremost a performing artist. Most artists, us included, as actors, you have people that you look up to as you're learning and you're growing, and there's people that you want to emulate. Is that also the same for magicians? Are there people that you look up to and you wanted to know how they did what they did? Or was it very much, I love this and I'm making my own path, I'm not going to watch anybody else?
It's not possible in today's day and age to not watch anybody else. Yeah. I mean, let's just be honest.
Sure.
It's right there. It's in your hands. You will watch people out there doing good things. And I think it's good to watch. Especially because you feel good about where you are entering. You feel like, oh, there are good people in this space and I'm getting into the right space. So it's kind of gratifying, if you see good people doing something that you already you plan to do.
Sure.
But other than that, I think there are also a lot of people that you can get inspired by. Like, I remember while growing up, so I've been doing magic for a very long time. So there was no internet back then. When I started I feel like I'm so old suddenly when I say that there was no internet.
Back then.
Yeah.
There was no internet.
In fact,
was it candlelight?
I remember phones were just launched in India. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was in
90s?
Yeah, 94, 95. Anyway, so I'm 35 right now. And I started 27 years ago. So when I was 7 years old.
Right.
मेरे खुद के 2 टुकड़े करती हूँ, एक लड़की के 3 टुकड़े करती हूँ.
And I started learning when I was like 6. So there was no I can't watch videos online to tutorials, or there are no courses.
Right.
Did you watch a DVD?
I did.
Yeah.
But then that also came in later. I don't know. I used to watch there was a television program I used to watch, and that was my exposure to the art form, and I wanted to become a magician. But yeah, so when we started, I had no inspiration because I was like, that person who I watched on television was my inspiration. Like, I want to become, but that was his old uncle. But anyway, I wanted to become a magician. I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And then when I got into magic, I would watch DVDs.
VHS.
Yeah.
You can date yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
Things, yeah. And I remember watching David Copperfield. And then you had, as I grew up in my teenage years, we had Dynamo and David Blaine on television already.
Who's Dynamo?
You don't know Dynamo?
What?
Yeah, who's Dynamo?
Yeah, I don't know
Dynamo.
I know
the other two.
I know David Blaine
Which
for
one's
sure.
Dynamo?
Yes,
Who's Dynamo?
is, again, I mean, he's a UK-based magician. He's
Okay.
incredible, again.
Had you heard of the amazing Kreskin? Does that name ring a bell at all? That is an old name.
Sounds like your name.
No, the amazing Kreskin was an American magician whose primary thing was mentalism.
Oh, wow. No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he
haven't
sucks.
heard, but now
Yeah.
I will. Are you guys playing a prank on me?
He
No,
is
I'm
always, constantly.
I just belittle him for fun and for views.
It's true.
Okay, then.
Welcome to our stupid reactions.
He won't do that to you. He only does it to me.
It's only him.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I watched them, but that was the only inspiration. And then people you watch become your inspiration, right?
Right.
So I only watched David Copperfield because that was available on those cassettes and DVDs. And then I watched Dynamo and David Blaine, and they were incredible inspirations during that time. Even now, in fact. And as I grew a little older, I watched Darren Brown.
I know that name. Do you know that
Oh,
name?
God.
I know that name.
We suck with magicians.
No, that's
God.
fine. But Darren Brown became somebody I really look up to. And he's a mentalist, again, UK-based. And yeah, I really liked him. So, yeah, this was the thing.
Has it been around a while, mentalism? Like
I think so.
the actual term in the magician
It has been, yes.
style? Okay.
Yeah, it has been there quite some time. The interesting bit with me was I did not have any female magician to look up to.
Male-dominated field?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I realized that I don't have any female magician to look up to very late in my life. Because you don't think of yourself as a female artist or a male artist,
an
right?
artist.
You just
Right,
think
you're
of
just an
yourself
artist.
as an artist.
Right.
But then very late, like I was already 10 years or 15 years into magic, where I realized, I'm hanging out with all boys.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait,
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's
It
similar
took
to
me
like,
quite some time to realize
I wonder
that.
if it's
And
like-
I was not brought up also in a way where I would made to realize that. So it was pretty good for me.
I guess it's like a similar like in stand-up comedy. It's a very male-dominated field for the most part.
But
And-
for
and
comedy,
was.
it's quite started changing quite some
Yeah,
time
that
now.
has changed quite a
recently,
bit.
obviously.
Yes.
And do you, having no idea other than what I've seen, and I love magic.
Nerd.
Or is it? Yeah, I love magic. When you're doing a show, which you're currently doing a tour right now in the United States, is it comparable to, for example, I've done a one-person show where I do a play, and you memorize your lines, and you go out, and you know the show's going to go well. Maybe someone's going to drop a line, maybe something's not going to go right, but you're going to go with it. Is that the same feeling you have when you perform a show? You have a general sense of what the show is going to be like, and you have a confidence about it? Or is there a lot of nerves because you have no idea what's going to happen? I don't have any idea what it's like for a magician to put on a show, and how confident you feel or nervous you may feel, how secure you may feel with what's going to happen each night.
I think this is the same for every artist and every art form. If you would have asked me this question about 15 years ago, I would say it depends on how the audience is. I might sometimes feel nervous, sometimes I might feel good. Asking me today, after being on stage for 3 decades almost, I am extremely secured.
Very comfortable.
I'm very confident, very comfortable on stage.
It doesn't show.
Well, he is giving you some of the sarcasm.
Sorry, I can't help myself.
But yeah, I honestly, at this point in my life, I'm looking forward to being on stage.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, even if the show is like, we are running 3 minutes late, I'm like, let's get on with it. Like, let's have fun. So I'm very secured about, even if I may not be extremely secured about the entire show, I'm extremely secured about my performance. Because, for example, when I came for the US tour, when I was performing a first show in Dallas, I had a new person to take care of my tech. Like, my production head did not travel to the US.
Oh.
So I had somebody from
That's
here
nerve-wracking.
taking care of the tech, which is light and sound, which has to be on point.
On point, yeah.
And I was like, so honey, today it's all you. If it goes well, great, bonus. If it doesn't, just kill it at the show. So there might be days where the person did an incredible job, fortunately. So there might be days I'm not very confident about the show because it'll be like the first show, or we're trying a new act, or I'm relying on other people, or sometimes we have not tried an act on enough number of people. Because mentalism needs to be tried on enough number of people till you know this act will always land. Like how a joke needs to always land.
Gotcha.
You
Yeah.
need to try it on enough number of people.
Interesting.
So for a mentalism act, people...
It's not real? Wow.
That's interesting. So it is comparable to making sure a joke works.
Yes, so I need to make sure that if I'm going to ask a question which has this psychological effect or is going to trigger this kind of emotion which makes them think of this thing, this is my equation. Does it always work on all kinds of people in all parts of the world, with all age groups, with all genders? Like, I need to make sure it does. So I need to try it on enough number of people, making sure this is good for it to be in the show.
Yeah.
Because in the show, it's a ticketed audience.
Right.
And anybody can come to your show. So in my live show, where it's a ticketed audience, I will make sure everything is tested on everybody. But if it's a corporate event, I know what works for a corporate audience. If it's a college event, I know what works for a college event and will not work at a corporate level audience. If it's a kids thing, which I don't really do any of the kids show.
Right.
But in case I have to sometimes. That's true.
As close as you get to a kid's show.
Yeah, and clearly it doesn't encourage me any further to do that show.
Nice. Excellent.
So I'm obviously, as you know, a self-proclaimed skeptic, but I do find it hilarious because I searched you after, and all the people are like, your name debunked. Do you find it hilarious that people are like they think it's real so much that they like, I found out she's not? It's silly, right?
It is silly. But I also feel how much of the internet is for the views and for livelihood.
Yeah.
So I know the moment I'm going to release one YouTube video, or one magic video on YouTube, I know there are going to be 50 videos coming out there revealing how I've performed.
How you did it, yeah.
Now, I don't really have a lot of problem with those videos. Like there were a few of them I even know. You know, we have spoken to them, my team's spoken to them. I just have one thing, that do not defame the artist. Like, do not defame what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And everything else is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, even if you reveal that, some of them they don't even know how it's done. Honestly, some of them are so hilarious. I love watching them myself. I'm like, I should have thought of that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Use that now.
Next act. But even if they do reveal how I'm doing it, I'm absolutely fine with it.
Yeah.
Because I know they're making money out of it. It's good views. I'm happy. Like, everybody should be getting good work, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. And that's how the art of magic works. What people forget, a lot of times people think that I get irritated when they try to reveal the act, or when they are trying to tell me, oh, I saw how it's done. Honestly, magic thrives on skeptics. Because if everybody starts believing, then it's a phenomenon, then it's a natural thing. Then it's not magic. Magic needs to have an audience that is against. That is the only reason the art form survives. Like, I say this, that magic is the only art form where the audience is against the artist.
Good point.
Like, if a dancer is dancing and the ankle twist, everybody would go, oh, there's a lot of sympathy.
Right.
You know, if there's a singer singing and there's some music issue, everybody will have a lot of sympathy with the musician. But if a magician goes wrong, dude, audience claps and hoots, and they have so much fun.
Right there.
That's hilarious.
Right there.
Yes.
And
It's like if a waiter drops a plate and everybody's like, yeah!
good job. No, you're absolutely right. As a performing artist, most of the time the audience is rooting for the performer to do well.
But not with magicians.
And you said something a minute ago when you said it thrives on.
I would just want to correct that.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
It's not that it's not they don't feel happy when we don't do right. We get a lot of applause when things go right.
Yeah, of course.
But they still have a lot of fun to see if it doesn't go right. You know?
Right.
They feel they won.
Right. And you said a minute ago about how it thrives on the skeptics and it thrives on people trying to figure it out. And it reminded me of, I don't know if you've seen it, Penn and Teller's show that they have, where the magicians come out and it's their job to try and fool Penn and Teller. And consistently, they can't. And the ones that do, it's wonderful. But it seems to me that they also thrive on that as well. They want people to know this is illusion. And if you can figure it out, good for you. We haven't done our job as well as we tried. If we fool you, we've done our job.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's completely true. I mean, because the art form of magic has mystery. For any art form, when you see the result, it is magic. Like if you say a beautiful painting is magic, like a beautiful movie made, it's magic. But the only difference is that in other art forms, you know the method behind the result.
Yeah.
You know how a movie is made. You know, no matter how outstanding the painting is, you still know that somebody has painted it. You know what could have happened.
Yeah.
Similarly with any other art form, magic is the only art form where the method is so hidden. And anything hidden, people want to know. Even if I keep a glass over here upside down, you want to see why is it upside down? Is there something underneath?
Right.
I want to know. It's just human psychology. Anything hidden, we want to unveil it. And the entire art form is hidden. You only see the result, the last bit.
Right.
And you want to know, how is that achieved? I also want to achieve it, Or else even if I don't want to achieve it, tell me how it's done. I don't want to be a magician, but I want to know how it's done.
Well, and it's also, thinking of all the performing arts, it's the only one I can think of that incorporates things that people immediately go to, that must be supernatural. There's got to be something involved
Except
in here
Rajnikov.
that is, since I can't comprehend it and it seems to defy the laws of physics, they must have a power to do things beyond what normal people can do. And I think that's one of the things that people like about magic is the prospect that you can do something supernatural.
Yeah. For people who do understand the art form, they know that it's an art form.
Right.
For people who don't understand, it is any of the extremes. They either think this is supernatural or they think it's a scam.
Right. You're either a witch or a con
I don't think it's a scam.
Yeah, you're a witch or a con artist.
The people in it, they're all acting for everybody in the world is acting to make Suhani's career.
Right.
They're putting their credibility at stake
Yeah,
so
right.
that Suhani can make her career.
Just making sure
everybody that you've ever had on your channel and you've done any kind of illusion for, they were all in cahoots with you with this scam you're doing.
just gonna make sure
Every one of them.
just gonna make sure the payment went through here.
Yeah, that's right. So at what point should
I'm not getting paid for this.
Go on.
Sorry.
No. It's our own conversation. No, you were. It's okay.
Okay, so I always tell people to believe what I do is a skill. It's a learned art form. And if people put in the time and energy, they can learn it as well. But it's
So
like
anyone can do it.
Yeah, it's like art. We can always say anybody can paint, anybody can play the guitar, but then you have A.R. Rahman.
Right.
Yeah, like
What a joke. It's a joke. Hey, everybody knows.
Sarcasm.
Go on.
so. Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out something.
Okay.
But if this goes well, this is in the video. If it doesn't, we edit it out.
Okay.
Shit, I just realized I can't wink. Does it close
That was actually, no, you're getting the right side only.
Can you not wink?
Try the left
The
one.
other one also got closed?
Am I?
No. The right one's
good?
closing.
Am I a magician?
Oh, good.
She's trying to distract us.
I know. Sleight of hand.
Please, you guys are already distracted. I don't have to put in any effort for that.
Oh, ADD out the butt. It's okay.
My
Completely.
effort is getting your attention, not getting you distracted at
That's
all.
exactly right.
Do you have ADHD?
No, you.
Oh, I do. Oh, no. No, I do.
She's like, I knew that the minute I met you, buddy.
I have very bad ADHD.
I told you beforehand. I'm sorry you have to go in there.
I now get it.
Who do you want to start with, Rick or me?
I'll start with you.
Okay.
I mean, I want to do something very basic. We'll do a quick warm-up. Okay? And then we'll try to do something more with the both of you together.
Okay.
But I want to see if maybe before we started the interview, you guys were telling me that you've been speaking to a lot of people to be on the podcast.
Yes. I talk to a lot of people on Instagram.
Do they talk back?
Sometimes.
Not always.
Priyanka, not yet.
Yeah.
But that's not who it is. But no, I've talked to a bunch of people, but for some reasons, like some I've talked to for like years, and they've just never gotten to come on the channel as of yet.
Okay.
Some people have a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's one in particular.
And you've been chatting with them?
Yes.
On Instagram?
Yes.
So this is somebody who replies on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, I shouldn't get the answer like this, right? I should read his mind.
And this person, they spell their name with how many letters?
I don't know.
Count that in your mind.
Oh, shit.
How are you so confused? Oh my God, you can use your fingers now. You can put your hand behind and use your fingers because you're really
You
confused.
see, here's the thing. I'm bad.
You don't know the name?
I'm dyslexic, and I'm bad at
You can count.
Indian names. I'm bad at spelling them.
This one seems like you know this one. Come on. Because I see the letters really in your mind very clearly right now. This is a long name, not a short name.
See, I don't know how many. Because I don't know if there's like a silent E.
Oh, I don't know this name then. Because I did not see E anywhere in this name.
Give me your phone. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know who is he talking about.
Oh, I try to put my password in. No, I try to put my password in yours.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just open Instagram for me.
Okay.
And then I will just tell you the
Is it E or it's I? I think it's I.
6.
It's I, right? There's no E.
Oh, there's an I in the name, yes.
There's E as well?
No.
Correct. What you were thinking as E is I.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. Because when you were trying to spell it, you thought of E, but when you see the name, you realize there is no E.
There's no E.
So that was confusion happening in your mind. It happens to a lot of us. Remember, when we write, we get confused.
And dyslexic, yeah.
Got it. So think of the first letter. Oh, by the way, you're not supposed to say anything to me. So don't even say anything
Okay.
else. Like you said, 6 letters.
Okay.
Think of the first letter, second, third, fourth, fifth I know, which is I, and sixth. This is the skeptic, guys, okay? Let's not forget that.
I'm going over my steps.
This is very important.
I'm going over my
This
steps.
is very important.
This is a very important moment. I'm going to first ask you, and you're on the podcast in front of your audience. Have you told this name to me beforehand?
No.
Or anyone over here?
Here.
Well,
You
he's
know
told
about
me,
it.
but there's definitely
So
haven't said
there's
it to
no
you.
way possible
No.
I can know this name.
No.
No.
Okay. Do you want to think of the second name as well? Like the surname of this person? Because I want to be very sure I'm getting it right, because this is not a moment I will take risk. Because usually I would like just go ahead with it, but this is you.
Yep.
The skeptic.
Go ahead.
So think of the surname.
Yes.
Do you remember how many letters?
Yes.
6 letters again, you
Yes.
counted. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
This is so great.
This is ridiculous.
This is so
Okay.
great.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
You know I got it. Right?
Yes, I know you got it.
I did too, from the moment she said something about,
Guys, do you see the disappointment on his face? Why are you
I
disappointed?
love this so much.
Yeah.
It is. I like this person.
Yes, he's great.
He's great. He's so much fun.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I mean, if I ever meet him, I'll tell Shahid that, that he wants, that you should do the
You
podcast.
should come on the channel.
Yes.
That would be great. I love you, Shahid.
Shahid Kapoor.
Yep.
Wow. Now I'm going over my like.
Now he's thinking, I had to have mentioned it somewhere on the channel, and she did some research before we came over, and there was a way she prepped me for this question.
She counted my eyes somehow.
Counted your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
This is so great.
All right, do Rick now. Go
Okay.
do Rick.
Love it.
Disappointed in myself.
He's so. Look at him. He's just like.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
I did an
like, I
entire reaction video and a chat. I want to see you guys. If anyone's making this edit, tell him. Can you please show this video of he going? This is impossible. I don't believe.
Don't
this
believe
is like,
this.
People
No
are
way.
on
I
it
want her
with
to do this with me.
Exactly.
Flashback.
I'm such a goddamn skeptic. I don't believe it at all. I 100% believe they were
Fabricated. found out.
given that information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even if you see this incredible trick that looks like, how do they do it? There's a reason behind it. And you can't actually read people's minds. I told you I would love to have it done to me. You just did, buddy. Wow. All right, do Rick.
Okay.
What do we do with him?
Oh,
We can do something together with both of you.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, I have a little history because I was talking to Indrani, Rick, and Korbin before we started the podcast, and they told us how they've become fans of Indian movies and the culture. Almost an Indian now with this.
Yes, especially.
Time I go. So I have a very interesting question. If you were to do a Bollywood movie, like an Indian movie, look at him. He's like, I'm not even going to look at her. I'm going to close my eyes. He doesn't
arms
want to have an
crossed.
eye contact with me, hands crossed.
can't read my eyes.
Totally shut off.
Can't read
He's
my
totally
eyes.
shut off now.
Can't read my eyes.
Okay, so let's do this. So suppose, let's make this funny. Okay, let's make this stupid. Like however you want it to
That's
be.
great.
That's the podcast, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do, if you were to be in a movie, what would the name of the movie be? Like you make up something weird, like something that doesn't exist. Because this would be like hypothetical. Like,
Yes.
there's no way for me to know something that you're going to create in your mind right now.
Correct.
And maybe you can also tell me, suppose he's directing the movie, he's the producer, he decides the name of the movie.
I don't want him to direct a movie I'm in.
But I give you a choice to decide your co-star.
Okay.
Okay, so you get to decide your co-star.
Yes.
You get to decide the name of the movie.
Yep.
He is going to be in, and okay, we'll do that first.
Do that.
I mean, honestly, you're so easy to get. It's so yeah, he's just like
Corbin, he's easy.
Hey, that's not a lie.
Fine.
I mean, he's just very expressive. You're nice.
I'm a steel trap. Go. Do it.
Okay.
This is so great.
So can I have something to write on to make it like visually nice?
Do we have the?
I don't think we have.
You can type it on your phone.
You're writing it on your hand. You give me the name of the movie.
The name of the movie.
Yes. And I'm gonna try and do something fun.
This is already so fun. Of having my brain invaded.
What genre is this movie?
It's a comedy.
Is this the one that you created?
Yes, this is the title I created.
No, I'm saying that we've talked about in the past.
Oh no, you don't know this.
Okay.
Nobody knows this?
I made this up to this moment.
That's really-
It is made up. This title.
Oh, you just made this up.
It's a made up title.
Okay, then give me some time to get to this.
Okay.
You give me the name of the actor, actress, whoever. Your co-actor, co-performer. What is this dead stare? Okay. You're thinking of somebody. You're trying to confuse me now.
Nope.
Yes?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so female energy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I like her. I didn't think you would think of this name. I mean, she's amazing. But I thought you would go with like a more, what do we say? Wait.
This is so wonderful.
I mean, the entire audience knows I would have chosen this.
so
Okay.
much, but she would not.
No, she wouldn't know.
Of course not.
I'm trying to be very creative over here.
She wanted me to pick Priyanka Chopra, is what she wanted.
No, that
me
would
to
have been my pick.
You wouldn't go that far.
Be better to tag her, though.
Think of the movie name again in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the first word, because I see there are more than one word. And the second word. Can I hold your hand? This hand.
She's doing
First
something,
word.
Something with the hand.
Second word. Third word. The second word is in a different language than the first and the second and the third.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I need to make some changes. No, I think it's the spelling only. I'm gonna save this. Okay, I'm gonna show it to the camera first before you say it out loud, because a lot of time people might think because it's technology, you would like say it and then I would generate it.
I'm not looking at the screen. Don't look at the screen.
Guys, I've just created, this. And this better be right, because now I have committed.
Put it closer to the camera so that in case they can't see it.
Now I'm committed, so I can't change this. Okay, do you want to say the name of the movie?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Dill Pickle High.
Dil Pickle Hai.
Yeah.
There. And what's the name of the actress?
Radhika Apte.
How the you? God damn. And you even said something. First of all, the two things when you said the second word is not English, and then you said, "Oh, there's something with the spelling," because I went back and forth between high as in like high school, or if it just should be the standard, and I went back to Dil Pickle Hai.
But the reason I asked about the Hindi English language was to confirm the high and high. So because I understood it wouldn't be high. Dil Pickle Hai.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Absolutely.
Dil Pickle Hai.
Fantastic.
Corbin and Radhika. Also, guys, I have to tell you, Radhika, if you ever watch this video, he did not know the spelling of your name. In his mind, he was thinking of Radika. He missed the H in his mind. But I realized it would be Radhika Apte, and so I made it right.
Not only was she able to read Korbin's mind, but she could get through the ADHD and the dyslexia. She could see the dyslexia.
I hate this. I hate this
absolutely
so much.
met and exceeded the expectations. I love it so much.
I'm glad.
I love what you do so much.
I'm glad. Thank you, Rick.
So good.
Honestly, this might be the first magic show I've ever actually been to. I don't know that I've ever actually been to a magic show.
Ever?
I
mean, obviously to not be a part
my little
of,
brother used to do bad magic when I was like a teenager.
But this isn't a show. The shows are very different.
It's a show. It's a scam is what it is. Thank you so much.
Told you.
She's also
told you.
touring right now in the United States.
Yep. Go to her website.
I am.
It's hername.com.
I'll put the link in the description
Don't
below.
search for that's her name. Just,
Yeah.
they're just your audience.
Don't look up her name. That's not what I meant. It
What?
is her actual name.
What?
SohaniShop.com.
What was the joke?
I said, don't. It's go to hername.com. She said, no, I wouldn't go to hername.com.
Wow. Well, this was terrible.
I'm sorry.
But it was a lot of fun.
I just have to tell you that they set the expectations really low.
Low?
They told me that you guys are called stupid babies. So.
This was by far the easiest thing I've ever had to do as a magician. I'd love these guys to come to every show because they make my job so easy. Fantastic.
Awful.
This is so much fun.
Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Namaste. Guys, if you need to start and end with namaste.
Why?
Because that's what India stands for.
But it's probably a
I know,
cliche
but-
coming from two white people.
From two white guys, if we're doing namaste, it's like the yoga
Do you know
teachers
what
here.
is the namaste? You know what namaste means?
Hello and goodbye.
No, I mean it's a greeting for sure.
Yeah.
But it also means that the spirit in me bows down to the spirit in you because we consider each other as equals. That's me and you.
I know, but it's like a cliche coming from white people.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah. No, namaste.